Man, we got to talk about some stuff, man. It's been a whole lot of satanic. Man, we got to talk about some stuff, man. It's been a whole lot of satanic.
Y'all come on in here. Come on in here, man. I'm trying to see what's going on. This is my first time actually live on YouTube. Y'all come on in and have a seat, man. Come on in here and have a seat. Peace, family. Come on in and have a seat. See how this work. Let me see how we live. Okay, y'all join me on loop. I'm coming here, man. Peace, family. Peace, meaning positive energy always creates elevation. I want y'all to come over here. YouTube, give me a second, man. I see y'all in the building, man. Please like it up as you come in. Like it up and share it, please. Chase Gross, welcome to the live reflection. Welcome to the live reflection. If you on Facebook, please come over to YouTube, man. Please come over to YouTube at I Am Awakened and come get this show, man. Got a good topic on YouTube that we touching on. Okay? Please come on YouTube. Alex Dupree, welcome to the live reflection. Quee Daniels, welcome to the live reflection. We on YouTube, y'all. Please come over to YouTube at I Am Awakened. I know I'm late, man. I know I'm late, but hey, it be like that sometime. It be like that sometime. I'm late. Please come over to YouTube, man. Please come over to YouTube. Daytoven Keys, welcome to the live reflection. Beverly Rose, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Put that down here. Yep. Thanks for the 9, Daytoven. Okay. Y'all, please, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, please come over to YouTube for the live stream. We on YouTube right now. We on YouTube right now. I got 23 people on YouTube, man. If you on YouTube, we live streaming on YouTube right now, y'all. We are live streaming on YouTube right now. I got a video on the screen. I want y'all to come over and see. Come partake in this. So if you over on Facebook, we're not going to be on Facebook that much longer. All right? Please like it up, y'all. Please like it up. Please like it up. I got 11 likes and 23 people on the YouTube channel. Please like it up. Come to the YouTube channel, Facebook. Go to I Am Awakened and go to the YouTube channel. Okay? Please, I got 26 people on YouTube. We live on YouTube. The fact is, I got 38 people right now on Facebook. The YouTube channel is I Am Awakened. It's I Am Awakened. Let me see. YouTube, hold on, man. You know how I got people that, let me see what's going on. If you're on YouTube, man, we live over here. I got 25 people on YouTube. Thanks, Naomi Rochester, for making it over to YouTube. Thanks for making it over to YouTube. Your mind, peace, reflection. Welcome to live. Y'all like it up. Please, I got 25 people over here. Can I get 25 likes? Okay. Can I get 25 likes? For those of you that are on YouTube at this very moment, man, y'all know what we finna talk about. We finna be talking about how they actually taking the human food and putting it inside, the human body parts and putting it in the food unbeknownst to us. Okay? So when we eating little things like certain chips, drinking certain juices, such as cheese, so on and so forth, okay? And I do want YouTube to understand this. Understand this, YouTube. This is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that because YouTube, man, they be cutting up, y'all. Understand that. They tried to get down on me for that blackface video about Christmas, okay? So, yeah, y'all know how they be coming. You feel me? But this vlog that we're going to be talking about, and now the person that we got over here that's going to actually be discussing this is going to be Yaki Awakening. Okay, we got Yaki Awakening over here. You feel me? And he gon' Queen N, thanks for making it. He gonna explain it better for us, y'all. Now, this information did come across my desk at one point. But to be honest with y'all, man, I didn't even pay it too much of a man. I just went on ahead and went about my day. Because to be honest, it was something that I didn't really want to look into. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Delisha Ingram for actually sending me this video again. Sending it to me. Because I got the actual paper that he's going to be reading from today. I had the actual paper. I didn't feel like diving into it because I had so many other things that I had to take care of, all right? But Yaki Awaken actually did his due diligence, all right? And handle his business, man. Facts. You don't want to miss out on what Yaki got to say. That's facts. I got 30 people over here. If you on YouTube, man, I'm going to have to tell you. If you're on Facebook, I need you to come over there. You say you can't find it? Hold on, I'm going to try to get this to y'all. Let me give y'all a link to the YouTube channel on Facebook. Bear with me. They be trying, they be trying to cut up, man. They don't be wanting. I want y'all to go ahead, let them know we live on Facebook. Hold on. Let me get you over to the YouTube channel. Okay. Y'all still here? I'm finna post a link to the YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, the link should be in there, y'all. For those of you who are trying to make it over to the YouTube channel on Facebook, we over here right now. The link should be in there for you to go over to the YouTube channel. Y'all, they got my mouse is messing up. I spelled wide on it. You feel me? I spelled wide on it. So, this mouse is really killing me right now at this point. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to wait for other people to come over who on the channel. Drop them names on Facebook if you can see the app. I mean, if you can see the link. If you can see the link, drop the names for me on Facebook. Because I'm not going to be on Facebook. I'm here right now to try to get y'all to come over to YouTube. Okay? Please like it up, man, on YouTube too, man. I mean, on YouTube. Like it up. I got 8 likes on YouTube, man. Can y'all please do the liking over here? 30 people in here. The more you like it, the more the algorithm is going to push this information. The more you like it, the more the algorithm is going to actually push the information, y'all. So I know a lot of y'all might be here just to really, hold up space. You say you can't hear? We are on YouTube. We on YouTube, y'all. Let me show y'all something. This is where we at. This is where we at, y'all. Come over here. Come over here. We are over here, okay? We got a video over here. Okay? Come to Facebook. Come to YouTube. All right? And so with that being said, I'm going to end the live right now, man. Peace, family. Peace, positive energy. Always creates elevation. All right, y'all. I couldn't continue to waste my time over there. I really want to get into this message over here. So I want to say thank you to everyone that's over here. I'm asking it while you here that you actually go ahead and like it up, because the more you like it, the more it's going to push this through the algorithm, all right? The point of me even getting on here and sharing this with y'all is to be able to push the information, all right? I don't know how many of you actually have already seen this video, but if you have, that's what's up. If you haven't, then guess what? Each of us have a job to do, okay? It was a job to be done. Somebody had to do the job. Anybody could have did the job. Nobody did the job, so everybody suffers the consequences, okay? Your job is going to be to share the video, okay? Your job is going to be to like the video. My job is going to be to get the information out to you so that we can be more aware of what it is that they're putting in our food, what it is that we're eating on an everyday basis thinking that we're safe to eat these things, okay? What it is that we're actually feeding to our children, thinking that these foods are safe. When in all actuality, it's a strategic movement for these people who are into satanic beliefs to basically create rituals or do rituals on us unbeknownst to ourselves. All right? So with that being said, I want to go ahead and start this live. I want to say peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. We're going to have to most definitely get into it. If this is your first time over here, man, please hit the bell and select all. That way when I go live over here, you will automatically be notified that I'm going live on this platform. This is where we're going to be doing a lot of our lectures at, so on and so forth, okay? So if you have not already liked it, please go ahead, like it, because right now, it's looking like I only got, okay, I got 30 likes. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for doing that, man. All right? So with that being said, man, I want to say peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation, all right? As you can see, we got the God Yaki Awakening in front of us, man. He's going to be giving us the description of the food that of the products that are being placed in our food unbeknownst to us. Now, we've spoken about this on several occasions, bro. I told y'all how they are using the food, okay, to target us, to ultimately shorten our lifespan. We've spoken about this on several occasions on Facebook, all right? But I will tell y'all, man, the food did play a major role in a recent situation where everybody was coming up sick, because you know what it is? I've learned no matter what I say on this platform, y'all, they tend to track it down. When I even said something about, when I talk about for those of you know what that is, okay? For those of you who know what that is, all right? So we have to understand, bro, that it was a whole strategic movement, and they used the propaganda of news, right? The news media, the fear-based platform of news to basically promote fear-based. It was a fear-based tactic to get you to run to the stores, eat all the food while they replaced the food with what was going to ultimately cause you to become sick. We spoke on that, right? But he's going to go further into detail in terms of exactly what is being put in the food. So I know many of you have probably already seen the things that he's about to say already. All right? So without further ado, man, we're just going to go ahead and jump into this, man. Let's go, man. Okay?
Man, we got to talk about some stuff, man. There's been a whole lot of satanic ritualistic practices going on with our food and with our ingredients, man. And, if you're not aware, if you're not researching, if you don't know where your food is coming from, you can very well be partaking in satanic ritualistic activities when you eating these certain foods, because you are not researching where these foods are coming from, nor are you researching what's inside of these foods or what these people are doing to the food that you eating. And this is the reason why I push, local farmers market so much, and, first but not least, actually growing your own food. We have to get in permaculture, and we have to get into agriculture, agreeing with the culture, and start growing our own food. Even if you're just starting off with a little small backyard garden, it's good for us to get into these things, because these people are doing some things with our food that will blow your mind.
I'm telling you, y'all, I believe exactly. I know what they're doing. I've been a victim of it, bro. You can actually taste it. You can taste the chemicals that are being put in the food. And when I say the chemicals, I'm not speaking about the regular chemicals that they put in on a light note to try to cleanse the food up, even though we know that's bad. I'm talking about it has gotten way further out of hand, y'all. Way further out of hand than what we know. Okay? It's crazy. They going the extra mile. They putting so much of this stuff in your food that you're immediately having headaches. Bones are aching. Okay? Heart palpitations. Things like this is happening because of the amount of chemicals that are being put in your food. Okay? They're putting more. They're putting more in there. It's becoming heavier. As you go into the grocery stores, you're able to taste whatever it is that they're doing to the food, y'all. You're able to taste it. The food does not taste the same. A lot of people are saying that liquor after liquor stores is starting to taste like gas. Okay? It's getting real out of hand.
And then now it's like, okay, since I'm finna bring this information out and many others are bringing this type of information out, once you get privy to the information, will you stop dealing with these companies? You know, do you love yourself and love your children and your culture and your family enough to stop dealing with these different companies? Or you deep into spirituality and just morality, where you won't spend your dollar and fund these Satanists? Because
I always say that, man. You know, it's a saying that you can lead the horse to the water, but you cannot make him drink. So the fact is what are we going to do with the information that's being given? Okay. I've said this in situations when I told you that you manifest your own reality. Okay. But you're not going to be able to manifest the reality if you don't do nothing with the information that's being given to you. If you don't believe it, I can tell you all you want that you manifest your own reality. But if you don't start to change your process, then, or your thought process, then how is it going to affect you? Okay? How is it going to affect you? And so with this situation right here, what are we going to do knowing the information that we're given? Are we going to take this information and start to change the things that we do? Or are we just going to continue to go to the grocery stores and eat chips and drink certain teas, so on and so forth? And this goes for myself as well. I'm not excluding myself from this conversation. I'm just speaking in general, though. I'm saying, what are we going to do with the information that we are being given? How are we going to take the information and have it affect our lives in a more positive way?
Satanists are doing ritualistic practices with your food, y'all. And once you really get into the research of it and how they doing this stuff, man, it behooves us to start growing our own food. That's why collective farming is so important. Collective agriculture and permaculture is so important. Learning how to sow seed, learning how to put and plant your seed inside of gardens, learning. And I'm talking about, you don't even got to start off big, y'all. You can start in your house. You can start growing stuff on your sink, around your sink. Then you can start in your backyard, something small. Then from there, you can get bigger land and keep growing and keep growing. You can connect with different farmers in different states. You can connect with local farmers in the same state. But it's imperative that we know where our food is coming from. Not only is the food killing us, but our food is not only killing us, it's actually being sacrificed to Satan, to dark demonic forces, and we're putting these things in our temples. And last I checked, our bodies is supposed to be the temple of God. So y'all climb on in and we're gonna talk about it. Peace to everybody that's climbing in the building. How y'all feeling? Okay, I see Facebook in the building. I know I ain't let nobody know I was going live because I ain't think I was going live today, so it's all good. I see YouTube is in the building. All right, let me show y'all this stuff, y'all. Type in some nines, we're gonna get this started. Type in some nines, we're gonna get straight to it, y'all. Y'all gotta see this stuff. This stuff is crazy, y'all. What they're doing to our food.
If you have not begun to follow Yaki Awakening, they shadow banned him just like they shadow banned everybody else, okay? So if you have not yet began to follow him, please follow him, man. I want y'all to drop them nines, man, if y'all following me. Drop them nines if you follow me. If this your first time on this page, man, I want you to go over to the bell, hit the bell, and select all. That way you'll be notified when I go live. Because we're going to be doing a lot of this over here, and we're going to be doing a lot of lectures on this page.
Food, and you don't even know it. You eating this stuff, and you think, oh, just because it's vegan, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You think because it's plant-based, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You think because you read the ingredients and it said natural flavors, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I just did an interview with Black Magic 369. Black Magic 363, Brother Rich. And I was talking about Tropicana on his show and how Tropicana, one of their natural flavor ingredients is made from cochineal juice or cochineal extract, and how cochineal come from these little red cochineal bugs, which is a part of the cockroach family. And that's how they get that red dye. And not only that they connect with certain melanin taste bud receptors on your tongue to make your food taste like certain other foods, but it's actually come from a natural bug called the cochineal. So since it comes from the natural bug called the cochineal bug, they able, according to the FDA, they able to label it as a natural flavor. So you will read the back of this stuff and read the ingredients, and you will see, oh, okay, it's a natural flavors, but they not mentioning what's actually in the natural flavors. And the whole damn time, it's a family of a cockroach. You literally sipping and eating on cockroach candy and cockroach juice, and you don't even know it because it's so-called natural flavor. So you, in your mind, only thing you doing is associating orange juice which is supposed to be good, full of vitamin D3 and all this other stuff, and then you see natural flavor. So you automatically think that the natural flavor is just something natural in the orange juice. You don't know it comes from a whole nother species of insects called the cochineal. So you drinking bugs. You eating bugs. A lot of people don't know that you eat insects when you eat candy bars and when you eat Kit Kats and when you eat all these other things. See, it's a lot of stuff that they doing and a lot of things that they put in our foods that you have no idea of what you put in your mouth. So we got to start studying. And if we're not willing to put in the studying and research, then at least we need to just say, you know what? Let's quit spending our money with these corporations and with the big food industry.
We got to study to show ourselves approved. I was just saying this on the live earlier.
Start spending our money with ourselves. Let's start introducing our children into seed programs. Let's start introducing one another into, agriculture, permaculture. Let's start growing hell. Let's start with a tomato. Let's start growing tomatoes in the house, cucumbers, things that is zucchini, things that is easy to grow. And that is one less dollar that you need to spend at these people's stores and at these big satanic ritualistic food companies. Just saying. Look it up. Cochineal. Cochineal extract come from a cochineal bug. And if you do deep research on this cochineal bug, it actually comes from the cockroach family. Do the research yourself and tell me if I'm wrong. Now, let's get into this, though. This is very, very deep, y'all.
It's crazy, y'all.
Deep. Let me show y'all something. Now, look, check this out, family. I want y'all to
this
spend
shows
my
you.
money
Hold
with
on,
these
man.
frozen foods. Oreos. Oreo. Sin no mix.
My
Notice
mouse.
the root word to this company is called sin.
My mouse is messing up, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, look, it's just so crazy, y'all. What are they doing? These people are actually putting cockroaches in our food. Okay? They putting roaches. My bad, y'all. They putting roaches in our food. This is who we put our trust in.
Right? Now, if you see what they doing, they are literally taking aborted fetuses. Now, from the research that I gather and the people that I've been talking to, they say it's aborted fetuses, but it's really not aborted fetuses. It's fetuses that's come out still alive, because in order for them to actually get the stem cells from the kidneys of these fetuses, they need man, we got to talk
Hold on,
about
give me a
some
second,
stuff, man.
y'all.
It's been a whole own baby natural flavor. So you, in your mind, only
right,
thing
so
you're
we
doing
back
is
on track.
associating orange juice, which is supposed to be good, full of vitamin D3 and all this other stuff, and then you see natural flavor. So you automatically think that the natural flavor is just something natural in the orange juice. You don't know it comes from a whole nother species of insects called the cochineal. So you drinking bugs. You eating bugs. A lot of people don't know that you eat insects when you eat candy bars and when you eat Kit Kats and when you eat all these other things. See, it's a lot of stuff that they doing and a lot of things that they put in our foods that you have no idea of what you put in your mouth. So we got to start studying. And if we're not willing to put in the studying and research, then at least we need to just say, you know what? Let's quit spending our money with these corporations and with the big food industry, and let's start spending our money with ourselves. Let's start introducing our children into seed programs. Let's start introducing one another into, agriculture, permaculture. Let's start growing hell. Let's start with a tomato. Let's start growing tomatoes in the house.
I say this all the time. The only way for us to fully get up out of the system, first and foremost, is to start re-educating our children. It's probably going to be impossible at this point for us to start walking away from the system, but it's going to be more reasonable. It is going to be easier for our children to start walking away from it if we're able to re-educate them. And this is actually what the schools do. They educate them every year because they understand that every generation needs to be trained and molded, because we understand the etymology of the word education. All right. So they're actually training and molding our kids to believe what it is that they want them to believe. In order for us to free our children and their children and their children after them, we need to re-educate our children so that they will re-educate their children in terms of how to really clean the water out without adding all these added chemicals, how to actually really grow food so that you can grow the food the right way, okay? How to, without all of this added stuff. You see what I'm saying? This is necessary. Because they ain't going to do it for us, believe me. They is not going to do it for us.
Cucumbers, things that is zucchini, things that is easy to grow, and that is one less dollar that you need to spend at these people's stores and at these big satanic ritualistic food companies. Just saying. Look it up. Cochineal. Cochineal extract come from a cochineal bug. And if you do deep research on this cochineal bug, it actually comes from the cockroach family. Do the research yourself and tell me if I'm wrong. Now, let's get into this, though. This is very, very deep, y'all. This is very deep. Let me show y'all something. Now, look, check this out, family. I want y'all to see this. So this is just one of the many companies that we found. And when you look at these companies are doing some very, very satanic things. Very, very satanic things. Let me share my screen with y'all. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Let me blow this up. This is a company called Sinomix, y'all. Sinomix. Notice the root word to this company is called sin, right? Now, if you see what they doing, they are literally taking aborted fetuses. Now, from the research that I gather and the people that I've been talking to, they say it's aborted fetuses, but it's really not aborted fetuses. It's fetuses that's come out still alive, because in order for them to actually get the stem cells from the kidneys of these fetuses, they need the blood distilled to be fresh, or they need to get it from fresh urine of these so-called aborted fetuses. So from all of the research I've been gathering and the team that I've been talking to, and I have Lotus Research Institute, which is a team that I put together on some deep research, they are literally getting these from live embryos, y'all. They get them from live embryos, and they get these cells from the heart, they get them from the kidney, and they get it from the brain cells. And they literally call it HEC 293. And what these are kidney cells of embryonic sacs, and they take these things and they put them into your food, y'all. And the reason why they put them into your foods is because they're trying to outsell their competitors. So what they have been doing is, there's two sides to it. They're trying to outsell their competitors, and
I'm gonna have to see Patrice Turner say, can I share what he is reading? I'm gonna have to see. I have to go down my inbox, but I'm pretty sure it's a few people in this lab that may have the information that he's reading right now.
Need to sacrifice these dead aborted fetal tissues to their god, or who we call Satan, right? Now, what they said was, this company called Sinomix, what they're doing is they're targeting the melanin receptors and taste receptors on the tongue, for you can taste more of the flavor in your food. And the only way that they can actually stimulate the taste receptors is they need human embryonic stem cells. So in order for them to get the human embryonic stem cells, they work closely like with Planned Parenthood and all these other different abortion clinics, and they get these through.
And so we just talked about what Planned Parenthood was all about earlier on the live. We just talked about, its history and how it derived from Yaqub, and it was all about. See, you don't understand. What Yaqub would do is, as soon as the baby would leave the womb, he would have the nurses prick the baby in the head with a needle to end his life at that point in moment. But he's going to tell you how these companies actually work with these Planned Parenthoods in order to take these babies while they're alive and take out certain things in order to be placed in the food.
Universities and institutes, and they're literally taking these cells and they're figuring out ways to mutate these cells and put them into all of your drinks. And we're gonna show the drinks. They put them into your foods, they put them into your candies, they put them into all of these other things for you can be addicted to the food. So what they do is, on the labels now, they say low sodium content, low sugar content. But you don't know the reason why it still tastes good is because you're eating humans. Cannibalism. You're literally eating humans, y'all. Now check this out.
And what did I tell you when we were talking about how they've trained us, okay, for cannibalism? They've been training us since they sacrificed Jesus. Okay? They've been training us for this since they sacrificed Jesus. Because whether you want to believe it or not, it was a blood sacrifice that happened to Jesus, right? But when you go into these churches and they tell you, here's the bread, and this is going to be a symbol of the flesh of Jesus, right? Eat the flesh. Then drink the blood, which is the wine. The wine is supposed to be a symbolism of the wine. So you create a ritual, and in doing so, they are actually getting you ready to start eating flesh. That's what they doing.
Talks about it says a biochemist named Lubert Steiler He founded Cinemex in 1999. It's at least 4 other companies out here doing this. It says Styler returned to his professorship at Stanford University. So this is actually a biochemist out of Stanford University, and he resigned from Cinemex. It says, but he continued to be a chairman of the scientific university or board. So this shows you what he's doing. Now check out what they're doing. It says around the year 2001, Cinemex patented several flavor enhancers. And what they're doing is they using this for taste receptor based assay systems, right? And it's called express human cell cultures. So what I want to do is just hit on HEC 293 and show y'all what this says. It says HEC 293 cells. It says precisely HEC cells, or specific immortalized cell line derived from spontaneously miscarried or aborted fetuses or human embryonic kidney cells grown in tissue cultures taken from female fetuses. Ooh-wee. Now this actual company is called Cinemex, right? Now look, let me show y'all some stuff, y'all, because it gets deeper. These are the people that we dealing with. Like, we got to really start studying our enemy. The whole time we've been actually, giving ourselves over into satanic rituals and not even known. So you literally been eating humans for a very, very long time, y'all.
That's the sick part about it. Bro. Like, it's, and I know you heard about, the human meat supposedly being in, or allegedly a human meat that would have been in McDonald's burgers and things like that, man. Which we know that McDonald's burgers is not real, man, because we've actually watched a lot of people, man, take these same burgers and burn them, and the food will not burn. I've seen videos where people actually took the fries, set them in the cabinet for weeks at a time, and the fries did not become old, okay? So I actually tried to burn one myself. Y'all don't want me to, you know what I did with the snow? I'll show y'all.
Now check this out, because the stuff is crazy. Stuff is straight crazy. Look this stuff up, y'all. Now, this says, what is Cinemex? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it down. It says, what is Cinemex? They add it to many beverages and foods. Let's not consume this. Other products that uses Cinemex are, look, Pepsi Cola. Mountain Dew. Sierra Mist. Aquafina water. Juices like Tropicana. So not only is Tropicana selling you cochineal poison and giving you cockroach juice, they actually giving you dead babies and dead fetal tissue as well. Now you got to ask yourself this: what are we doing, and why do we need to get dead babies in our foods? Because that will make you an eater of a child. And
so now we wondering what are they doing with all of the children that are coming up missing, right? Okay. We wondering what's going on. This is what's going on right here. All these spirit cookings that we've heard of. This is what they do. We seen what was going on with Balenciaga and how they showed the pictures of children running around with their guts hanging out and all type of stuff. That's from spirit cooking. They take those children guts and they rub them on their face, and now we find out that they actually putting them in the food. A lot of people believe that the blood of the young, especially when we're talking about dealing with these satanic groups, they believe that this blood actually keeps them younger. Okay? Some of them said, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kim Kardashian said that she rubbed blood on her face to keep her looking young. They showed it in what was that? It's a television show, man. I can't think of it, man. But it's about a group of witches, man. Okay? One of them being the lady who played on What's Love Got to Do With It. Can't think of her name either. She was one of the main actors in it. And when she came in, the older lady in one of the videos, okay, she was actually rubbing the blood of a child on her face. And they showed you in the movie that they used that. It's many things that they take our children, kidnap them, and use them for, unbeknownst to us.
Go back to biblical times and you start looking up biblical verses, and you go back into ancient Kemet times, and you go back into ancient Greek times, and you go back to ancient Lemuria and Sumeria times. Notice what they was doing. They were eating their children and sacrificing their children to a demigod called Molech, to a demigod or a demon called Baal or Baal PR. and Baal PR, Molech, and Baal or Lord Mordor, all of these lords and all of these different false demigods or Satans or what you would label as a demon, they still exist till this day. And this was thousands and thousands of years ago where they was doing this and passing their children through the fire and all type of stuff like that. Start reading book Second Kings of the Bible, First Kings of the Bible, and start reading about how you can pass your children to the fire, or how the creator, their creator was going to start making you eat your own babies and things like that. And then you fast forward into 2000, all the way up into 2022, and we're still eating babies unwillingly and not even knowing it. Now you know. Let's see if you're going to continue to spend your money with these companies though. And then
I'm telling you, they make us partake in this stuff unconsciously, while at the same time putting certain things in front of your face to tell you that it's not right to do it, but subjecting you to it. Because the FDA knows about this. Who is the FDA? The FDA is the government, right? We understand that when we talk about things from a cosmic standpoint, then we understand that majority of the government, the people that we voted in, are actually draconian reptilians. And what do draconian reptilians like to eat? They like to eat the flesh of humans, okay? Specifically, the gods, okay? Meaning the the beings. They like to eat our flesh, okay? But they prefer babies. We watched the video. If you haven't seen the video on Facebook, check it out. Or I'm thinking about, I'm going to upload it on here too, y'all. Don't worry about that. I'm going to upload the video on here too. So if you haven't seen it, you can see it over here. But at the same time, who are we dealing with? You have to ask yourself, who are we dealing with? These can't be people like me and you. What human do you know that likes to eat other humans? Let alone like to eat bloody food. I know I like when I did eat meat, I liked my meat well done when I was eating meat. I couldn't stand no pink meat. It would throw me all off to eat some meat. My wife don't. She still eats meat and she can't stand pink meat. So ask yourself, who are we dealing with that don't mind eating flesh and blood?
It's foreign on the record when what stem cells does when you eat them, they mess up your eyes. A lot of people get cataracts from them. They actually shut down your kidneys. They stagnate your lymphatic system.
And I will tell you another thing, man. You remember the child star man from what is that? Home Alone? Man, did you hear the story that he said, man, about when he first came back into the industry, man, how they were saying that they was taking these kids and they was actually knocking them off and then using their skin to make shoes out of? They would have shoes that was made out of human skin. The video floating around here somewhere. I'm going to have to look for that. I'm going to have to look for that for y'all.
They actually bring on a mucosal response because they irritate the actual T cells or the thymus gland cells. It's called Th2, where they actually irritate your thymus gland cells. The thymus gland cells then actually connect itself to a receptor called a basophil receptors. It gives you all types of allergens, and you have all types of allergic reactions, or what we call a lymphatic system immune response, because you're eating babies and you're eating human flesh that's not supposed to be in your body. Because not only is you're not a carnivore, you damn sure and not into cannibalism. We're not made to eat each other. We're not even made to eat simple meat. We're not made to eat lamb, beef, turkey, pork, none of that. So if you're not made to eat these type of meats, and these type of meats bring all types of arsenic acid into your bloodstream and shuts down your kidneys and your adrenals and give you all types of mutating cells that they call cancer, and you damn sure is not supposed to be eating one another. But as we see, these companies are actually killing babies. This is what they say, killing babies. But like I said, when we get deep into our research, these babies are still alive during this process, because in order for them to take the stem cells and to have a good stem cell blast, they need the culture to be alive when they do it.
Wow. Imagine the trauma that the baby felt being alive while they taking their stem cells out. I keep telling you, when we dealing with certain beings, bro, they like the fear of it all, okay? Because the fear is what they really eat. They understand how that transformation of energy takes place. It's just like slaughtering an animal. You don't think the animal had anxiety and fear leading up to the death? An animal can sense when something is wrong, okay? They can sense something is wrong. We see that with what was going on with all the animals circling in the world right now. They sense something is going on in the ethers. So when we eat the animal flesh, we are taking on that energy. And that's what these draconian reptilians do, man. They like that.
All right. Now check this out. We got Pepsi Cola, Mountain Dew, Sierra Mist, Aquafina, Tropicana, Dole, Sobe, Ocean Spray, Lipton Tea. How many people is on Lipton Tea? You thinking you just finna chill out and sip on some tea, but you actually sipping on human flesh. Who-wee? What guys is this sacrifice to? These are the questions that you finna have to start asking yourself.
That's deep, because I know I sip Lipton tea every now and then, okay? So for me, it's over with. I know I won't be eating no more Lipton tea or drinking.
What God will have you doing that? Huh? This can't be the God of the chosen people. This can't be a righteous God. This have to be Satan. These people are big. They're global Satanists. They're into a big mass ritualistic demonic dark practice over our people. We are caught into a matrix and a spell of what they call hypnosis or illusion. This is some hocus pocus going on. We are under a mass spell, and how they keeping us under the spells is by the things that they are shoving down our mouths, and you not stopping and looking and like, hold on. What is this that they putting in our food? Ooh wee. Ooh wee. I'm gonna need y'all to read that.
I feel like that's our biggest issue in life. We never question anything. We have been indoctrinated and taught to not question anything, just to go with the flow. For most of us, we have been born into us or reborn into what it is that we eat on an everyday basis. So we think that the food that we eat is natural foods. We don't even go into trying to learn how these foods are being produced in the factories that they're being produced in. What's natural, what's organic to the body, so on and so forth. Okay, how does it get the taste that it gets? Okay, because that's a good question. Artificial foods that actually taste like food. Okay, I'm a vegetarian, so I eat a lot of I don't eat a lot of it, but I have like hot dogs and hamburgers in there, right? Well, not hamburgers, but a lot of hot dogs. I'm talking about this food tastes good, and what he's saying is hitting home, because it feels like it's like, okay, I'm eating Polar sausages that actually taste like smoked sausages, but it's made out of all vegetarian food. Okay? But it's a possibility that the artificial flavors that's being put in it could be from a cockroach. And I'm eating it. You feel me? Ain't nothing safe.
Let's keep it going. Frappuccino, your Frappuccino coffee. Your Gatorade. What about all the black athletes out here that's constantly sipping on Gatorade? You are drinking humans. Raffles, Cheetos. How many of y'all buy y'all children Cheetos? They eating humans. Tortitos, Doritos, Lay's chips, granola bars. What about the granola bars? Quaker oatmeal. What about the oatmeals? All of these have actual human fetal defecation tissue inside of it. Have you been sacrificing children to Molech? You got to ask yourself that. Have you been sacrificing children to Baal Peor? Have you been sacrificing children to the fallen angel or the fallen angle of light who became a darkness? His name is Tamael. And a lot of people don't believe in God, angels, and demons, but they very real. And if they wasn't real, then why is big food industry doing dark demonic stuff like this? Huh? You got to ask yourself. Most of your frozen foods. Oreos. Oreos are vegan. If you're eating Oreos, guess what you're doing? You are sacrificing, because you're eating dead fetal tissues. You're eating dead babies. You're passing your children.
Hey, that's something that I didn't know. I did not know. First of all, I did not know Oreos were vegetarian. I didn't know that. But it's deep.
Through the fire. Y'all gotta look this. I'm not making none of this up. This is just a report. I'm just reading a report. Crackers. Yes, your crackers that you have. Yes. Oreo cookies, Chips Olay, Ritz brand, A1 steak sauce. Oh, you just love your A1 steak sauce that you putting on your meat that causes all types of polycyclic heteroamines, polycyclic aromatase hydrocarbons, all these different things that shut down your system. Not only that, but you got baby fetal tissues on it. Oscar Mayer meats. Yes, it's in the meats too, y'all. Creams. Your whipped creams. Cream Whiz. Singles. Look, Capri Sun drinks. How many of us used to drink Capri Suns? I used to tear Capri Suns up when I was a little child. Didn't know I was drinking on
my wife still buy the kids Capri Suns every day. She still buy it. I mean, I wouldn't say every day, but when she goes grocery shopping, she gets the kids Capri Suns. So they drinking. It's crazy.
My baby brothers and sisters. Did you know that? Honey, maple log cabin. Molasses, Miracle Whip, whipped cream, Nestle products, any Nestle products. The list goes on and on, y'all. I'm gonna make sure that I keep this on the screen for y'all can screenshot this, because I want y'all to be able to go back to this and say, you know what? I am not spending my money with these things no more. I'm not spending my money with these.
Yeah, we most definitely need to get a list of these things, man, so that we can just, as we go grocery shopping, know what it is that we are not supposed to be grabbing. Everything that, you know, has been subjected to human body parts, okay? We need to most definitely, you feel me?
Things no more. They literally have dead babies inside of them. Dead babies. And when you start getting into, you know, Wicca, and you start studying dark, demonic, black magic, and you start seeing that they need sacrifice, and the highest sacrifice to Satan is innocent children. And then you're partaking in these things, and you're partaking in the feast by eating these things at your table after they had a dark ritualistic practice already on them. That means you become a part of the sacrifice. So now your hands are...
Because we absorb that energy. Energy transformation is real. This is why we're becoming a part of it, because they know exactly what they're doing. It's strategic. It's strategic.
Not innocent anymore. This is not innocent. You're not innocent. You're partaking in these rituals. Not only is you killing yourself physically by eating this stuff, because it's unhealthy for your lymphatic system anyway, and it shuts down your glandular highway, and it shuts down your internal and eternal organs, but you're killing your spirit as well. You're doling your light as well. Look, hey, we have to really, really understand. I'm not trying to be a preacher here, like I'm in a pulpit or something. But hey, spiritual wickedness is truly in high places. We are really fighting a spiritual war here, whether you want to believe it or not. All things starts from the infinite energetic realms anyway.
I say that all the time. Everything starts from a spiritual standpoint first and foremost. I don't care what it is that you're going through. It started from the spiritual realm to begin with. Okay? If you're going through something with your family, your friend, your spouse, so on and so forth, people gang stalking you, whatever it is, understand that it starts from a spiritual perspective first. Okay? So that's spirit intervening with the physical realm and causing whatever it is that's going on to take place in your life.
And this, or the force field anyway. Guess what the energetic realm and the force field really is? That's what they call spirit. See that the Bible and all these other scriptures, they just call it spirit. When you get into the scientific or the biochemistry industry that I'm in, they like to call it energy fields, biophotons, biofields, fragments of light, the energetics. You know, they want to call it everything but what it is. But we talking about spirit here. It's an invisible force that you can't see that creates all things. It's talking about a spirit.
Facts.
So when you really even think about it, we are really fighting a war that's wicked in high places, and we're fighting against principalities. We're fighting against these different arcades or these different druids or these different reptilian shape-shifting beings. We fighting against these royal bloodlines. We really fighting a real fight here, and they control the big food industry.
But some of us don't even know that we're in a fight, because we take the information that's being given and we don't use it. We say, oh, he's silly, he tripping. Or she tripping. Ain't no such thing as other aliens. Boy, don't nobody live. Jesus is the only person that live. Bro, we take the information, bro, and we push it to the side. And so it makes it that much easier for people to become subjected to it. That's the biggest issue. We don't believe that these things exist because they have done a great job when it comes to indoctrinating us. Okay? They've done a great job. They've indoctrinated us from so many generations that they don't even have to technically do it no more. Because of the information that they taught us or our forefathers, it's gonna dwindle down. And I'm gonna start teaching my kids it. They're gonna teach their kids it, and so on and so forth. Okay? We're gonna start teaching. Look, just like they said, no other being existed in the realm, and everybody started to teach everybody that our aliens are fake. It's fake. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that, so you can't join in on the war. You could just continue to be the fool.
like they control your medicines, just like they control all the things that's in the black community, because we're letting these people control them because we don't want to centralize our dollar and spend it with each other. We want to keep, sucking the tit of the government and giving them all of their money for they can take care of us. And for that, what they do, they take our money, they rape us dry, and in the process of that, they suck our souls dry and they kill us. We are literally paying these people to kill us, and we're paying these people to take our souls. We're selling our souls. And we don't even see it. And we don't see it because we so drugged up off the foods. These foods are dumbing us down. These foods are calcifying our pineal glands. These foods is calcifying our whole circadian rhythm. They're calcifying our entire glandular highway, our endocrine system, or what you would call the chakras, or the 7 churches of Asia, whatever you want to call it. We are being dumbed down through the foods and through the water. They're tainting the water. They're putting all types of mercury in the water, premium in the water.
Let's not get on the water. The water is so ridiculous, bro. You can actually taste the heavy metals in the water. This is how hard they going right now, y'all. You can literally taste the heavy metals that are being placed in the water. They getting way out of hand with it now. They just don't care. They at the point where they like, man, well, look, first of all, we want your organs. We want to make money off your organs, okay? So we're going to do whatever it takes to get you to the hospital. You feel me? Then second of all, we want to population control, okay? So we're going to do whatever it takes for that. So now you can just walk in the store and you would taste it, water, and if you don't sip it first and actually let it sit in your mouth for a while, you will be able to taste it. My children have said they taste it. It's sick.
All type different metals in the water that is very, very toxic to our bodies. These are neurotoxins. The high sugar content in our foods, high neurotoxins. Everything that they giving us is attacking our nervous system. Did you know that
That's facts, Royal Gillison.
nervous system actually houses the spirit of the Ruach HaKodesh, or what we call the Holy Spirit, that prana, that energy that you can't see, but that life force that we know that exists is there? That has actually been imprisoned by the nervous system because they're attacking our neurological system. This is the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system, y'all. The parasympathetic nervous system is the feminine system. This is your creativity. These are your voluntary movements. Then they're attacking our actual sympathetic nervous system, which is our involuntary movements. This is your breathing. This is the autonomic nervous system. They hitting us at every which way.
And so now we understand why so many people out here having problems with breathing, because the food that we're eating is actually causing the mucus to start to swell up inside of us. It's starting to mess with our bronchial systems. You understand what I'm saying? That's why, because of the foods that we're eating. I keep telling y'all, man, the only way that we can ever become sick is through consumption, whether that consumption be through the air or through the food that we're going to eat. Now, a smart man is going to say, hey, if I put something in the air, it's only going to go through it's only going to be able to work in a certain vicinity. Okay? It's only going to work in a certain vicinity. So that would mean that, look, if they was to leave that vicinity, then it's not going to affect them anymore. So the best thing we could do is target the food. Okay? The best thing we can do is target the food, because through targeting the food, we can ensure that everyone is going to eat it. Because if it's one thing that we taught them and we indoctrinated them on the most, is that they need to eat in order to live. Okay? And we know that's a lie, because when we talk about people like Dick Gregory, this is someone who fasted, who did not eat solid foods for over 2.5 years. Okay? So we know your body can go without solids, without food. But they've taught you to think that you have to be running to that grocery store after they took your power away from you and took your ability to be able to grow food. They did that through the grocery store by placing it in every community is how they did it. They took your ability to learn how to yield food from the ground.
You can't breathe without breathing in Satanism. You can't speak without speaking Satanism. You can't eat without eating something that has something to do with these ritualistic practices. It's time for us to come together, and it's time for us to literally drain these people's pocket, because they depend on our currency or energy, or what we now call money, which is not backed by anything but currency and energy, or what you would call what? Geographical minerals and salts like gold and silver, which still have a conductivity to it. All this is talking about electrical energy. You give money value. We are an important people, y'all. We are super, super special, and we are super, super powerful. We make the world go round. But they keep us separate with religion. They keep us separate with all the dogma. They keep us separate with different classes of intellect. And
what did I say? Religion is nothing more than something that separates you. Okay? You talking about someone. I did time in the penitentiary, and I watched a lot of people who were Christians, who were Muslims, argue about the fact of whatever is being taught in these Bibles. So therefore, if it is some knowledge that they can learn from each other, they're not able to learn it because they're too busy arguing about the fact that you're a Christian and I'm a Muslim and we believe in two different things. Okay, we need to be focused more on the spirit anyway. That's what really matters. Religion is nothing but them giving you something to rely on.
Different scholarship, and they make us fight one another. And the whole time while we fighting one another, we giving them our money, fueling the very war that they're creating between us. And we dying in the process. We are dying in the process, family. I'm just saying. Who gonna stand up and say, you know what? I'm not buying from these stores or these companies no more. And then it gets deeper than this, because now you're gonna have to start talking about Whole Foods. Now you're gonna start to talking about Walmart, which is all these different stores that's in our neighborhoods. And these stores actually fund these people, and they are part of the same ritualistic satanic practice as well, selling you these type of things.
Yeah. Come on, man. Where's we going and getting all this sick food from, y'all? I heard so many people say that they done went into the same very stores that he named. You hear me? And end up walking out of there with effed up food. It's ridiculous. Not just him, but me, myself. I walked into these same stores and walked out of there with food that immediately started to make my eyes hurt, my bones hurt, so on and so forth. Okay? That's the first thing we need to start to realize. The people that are high up, that own these very stores, are the ones who partake in these satanic rituals. Understand that. I keep telling y'all that the people that you go into the stores with, a lot of them are agents, bro. They know exactly what's being placed in the stores. Them themselves, they don't shop there, neither do they allow their families to shop there. They want you to shop there because they don't care about you. You're just going to be a casualty of war. And through that, they get their palms greased. They're able to make sure that they their family and themselves get the best living in this material realm. It's sad. It's overly sad.
We got to talk about it. We finna really have to talk about this, family. Check this out. It gets deeper, y'all. It gets deeper. Look at this, man. Nestle, Tropicana, Lay's, Quaker's Oak, 7-Up. Yes, 7-Up, Sierra Mist. Most of your breads in the stores, Kraft Foods, Made Today Delicious, Pepsi. All of these people are selling you aborted fetal tissue in your food called HEK cells. HEK, human embryonic kidney cell.
But you know what, though? What's so sad about what he's saying right now? This was actually given to me in the download earlier this year, right? Where I realized that all of the foods even had poisoning in them, had certain things in them. I wouldn't say along the line of what he's speaking on, but I started to realize that all of these food was damaged, okay? Because, you know, I tell y'all about benzene all the time and how it affects the body and, you know, how it causes cancer. One cancer being not leukemia, but I think it is leukemia. That's the blood cancer, right? And so this cancer actually, you know, causes, you know, it's found, this poison is actually found in every food that you eat. Every drink that we eat, this poison is actually being found in it, benzene. That's why it's so easy for them to hit you with it, and then you continuously subject yourself to it unconsciously every day. Because one, if they put it in you, it's not going to be found in your bloodline if you don't go get it ASAP, if you don't get something done ASAP. So it never existed. And then you go to the store and you start eating certain food, drinking certain pops, juices, so on and so forth, and you consistently consuming this poison. So therefore, you wake up, you're like, I got cancer. How did I get? Because you was unconsciously subjecting yourself to these poisons every day, unbeknownst to yourself.
Series 293. It took them 293 times to get it right. That's 293 aborted fetuses. And if you want to keep it technical and get real deep with it, black melanated embryonic fetuses. Ooh wee. We got to stand up and stand against this stuff. These people do not deserve our currency. These people do not deserve our energy. They don't, family. They don't. Let's blow this up. Let's see if we can blow this up. And this is a whole nother list. And let's get all the way down to it. Let's get all the way down to it. The things that they want us to boycott. I'm talking about to get all the way down. It shows you boycotting cannibalism foods containing dead fetal cells. And it gets all the way into it. Pepsi, and they give you all of the names. Sierra Mist, soft drinks. Mountain Dew, soft drinks. Mug Root Beer. You know how they got root beer? Yes. All of those other drinks. Ocean Spray. Man, I can't read. It's kind of blurry. Aquafina water. What else in here? Frappuccino beverages. Lipton tea. I'm gonna say
Aquafina water, y'all. We know Ocean Spray makes a lot of stuff. One of them being cranberry juice, fruit juice. They make a lot of stuff. But to find out that it's in the water, man, we know it's in the water. Like, that's not even a shock to me at this point, to be honest.
I'm gonna put this list up, and matter of fact, I'm gonna put this list up on my Facebook, and y'all can grab it off my Facebook. For those that's not on my Facebook, I'm on Facebook under Yaki Hickman. I'm gonna put it up, and y'all can grab it off of there, y'all. Y'all need to look this stuff up, y'all. We are literally dying for the lack of knowledge because we're not studying what we put in our mouths, and we're not understanding, overstanding, and understanding that our bodies is the biological temple of God. In order for the Creator to dwell within inside of us, we must not defile our temples, and we are defiling our temples with blood ritualistic sacrifice of our own babies, y'all, of our own babies. We're eating our children and we didn't even know it. Damn, that's a damn shame.
That's crazy.
That's deep, man. Hey, that's deep. That's some deep stuff.
Too deep.
That's some deep stuff. Yes, it makes you angry when you really, really think about it. When you really think about this stuff. Let's get more into it, though. Let's get more into this stuff. Let me show y'all some more things here. I'm going to update the system later, y'all. I got you. I promise. As soon as I get up off this deal. Let's get more into this. All right. I want to show y'all some stuff. Now, check this out, fam, because it gets deeper. Now, this is literally sitting here talking about how it's talking about Satanists admit that legalized abortions is how they perform ritual child sacrifices at the Satanic temple. And then I got an article in here that will blow your mind how 10 people was actually caught and arrested in Kansas City, not Kansas City, Missouri, but Kansas City, Kansas. That was part of a 10 tribe Wicca team. That was like the covenant. It was a covenant. They worked. Look, half of them worked at Planned Parenthood. Do y'all know that they was stealing fetuses and using these fetuses in their full moon ritual ceremonies for sacrifice, y'all? Caught. Half of them worked at Planned Parenthood. So it made me sit back and say, damn, I wonder how many witches that's a part of the Satanic Wicca group that's actually doing these satanic rituals actually work for Planned Parenthood and all these other different abortion clinics. You know what I'm saying? How many witches are literally taking these cells and taking these fetuses and using them for their own will and gain due to their god, Satan? Scientists admit that legalized abortions is how they perform ritual child sacrifices at the same.
Y'all see Jennifer Ricky says she has the situation. The situation. And they want to play it like it's over with, y'all. I told y'all. It's not. It's crazy.
Satanic temple. We can't be funding stuff like this. Look, and then they had the nerve to file a lawsuit. In 2020, Satanists confirmed that abortions is in fact a satanic ritual, that they want to remain protected as part of the satanic religion. In early 2020, the Satanic Temple of Texas filed a lawsuit to try to designate abortions as a religious right. Do y'all hear this crazy ass stuff, man? You cannot make this up. Then you got to ask yourself, and I'm not saying I'm against any other race or species of babies. I'm not. But you got to ask yourself, okay, what babies? What babies do they need to do this? What babies do they need to do these sacrifices? Oh, damn, they need carbon. Oh, carbon is melanin. They need high melanin content. Oh, damn, they need our children. Ooh-wee. You got to think about this stuff, man. This stuff is deep when you really think about it. This is what's going on, y'all.
Yes, Jennifer Renicki, it's most definitely in the food. Understand that. It's most definitely in the food. This is how they giving it to you. I keep telling y'all, bro. Bro, I'm going to tell y'all, man, so many people don't understand. They think that this is an airborne thing, and it's not. It's not an airborne thing, bro. It's actually being given to you via the food. is through consumption. That's the only way you can become unhealthy and sick. That's the only way. And the best way to give it to you, a smart man is going to say, give it to them through the food. So everything that you seen took place with that situation was all about you running out of the, being ran out of a certain spot, or, getting you to run to a certain spot, empty out the shelves, and then so that they could replace it with what was ultimately going to put you in a, effed up situation.
So we gotta come together, y'all. We gotta stop funding these places. These people hate us. These people believe in depopulation control. They believe in eugenics. They believe in all of that. Why are we constantly spending our money, and why are we constantly funding these people, family? We gotta really start thinking about that. We have to come together and come up with a solution. And that's the reason why me and Mama Makeda out in San Diego, California, came up with the seed program. We're pushing farmers. We visit.
Candace Ray says, nurses and doctors, how much do they really know? Makes you wonder. That's facts. That is facts. That's big facts. That's big facts. Okay, they know more than what you think you know. Okay, a lot of us don't pay enough to our surroundings to even understand that when we walk into the store, half of them be having, into the hospitals, half of them be having crazy looks on their face. They be having wild and crazy looks on their face. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know what's going on, and they know the potential of you walking into that room and not coming back out of it. Living anymore is a high. It's a high. It's really high. You see what I'm saying?
Informers. We even started something called from soil to table, which is a new series we finna have out after our Netflix series drop. We dropping this series on Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and all of that after Food Forensic Investigation drop. And we getting into it. We traveling abroad, we traveling local, statewide, domestic, foreign, just showing y'all the different types of ways you can incorporate agriculture and permaculture into your families and literally become a self-sustaining family out here where you don't have to rely on somebody. Look, it was once said by the father of eugenics, Henry Kissinger. Look up Henry Kissinger. He is in control of DARPA, and he's in control of a lot of demonic dark things that was going around when they was creating biochemical weapon warfare in Fort Detrick military base in 1970 all the way up until now. Henry Kissinger, the father of eugenics. He's known for killing millions of people, y'all, through biochemical weaponized warfare. Yes, and most of these biochemical weaponized warfare was aimed towards you. I know we talking crazy, so I'm not gonna be able to keep this segment up.
Hey, so look, this is what I'm saying to you: chemical warfare. You have to understand what that is, okay? Don't ever. I've spoken on this, bro. When we talk about the die, eat the beans, first and foremost, you have to understand that it's no coincidence that when you come into your communities, it's a liquor store on every corner, okay? That's called chemical warfare, okay? Liquor is nothing but the mixing of chemicals in a bottle, right, that we consume that alters our energy at the time that we consume it, right? It makes you want to go out and do stuff. It's no coincidence that they have the music playing certain things, okay? Well, we have the artists speaking about certain things, okay? It's a warfare. It's all about genetic genocide, okay? It's aimed specifically toward the melanated group of people, okay? When I say melanated, the carbonated, or the non-eat the bean, the gods, okay? Because they understand how powerful your genes is, and they understand that if you was to go out and you was to mate with anybody that's not of their species, then your gene is so dominant that it's going to take over it and possibly put them in a position where they can become extinct, okay? Their whole mission is to be able to live beyond, and they've done it. They've made themselves live this long because, believe me, they were not supposed to be here as long as they are. So it shows you that they're doing something right. They're intelligent enough to make the right moves, okay? They're intelligent enough to make the right moves. This is what it's all about. You have to understand, bro. It's war being waged through the music on your children, on you as well, if you're not consciously aware of exactly what is going on. The music is all about trapping, gangbanging, selling drugs. So it's promoting to your children to go out when they off the drugs and go and shoot somebody and hurt them, okay? This is what the music is promoting. And because of the bass in the drum, the 808 drum, which we've spoken on several occasions, because of the bass, it's unnatural to nature. It vibrates at 440 hertz when it's supposed to be vibrating at 432 hertz. It's unnatural. It causes your seven energy chakras to become unaligned and allow the demonic message to actually attach to your spirit, which is why so many people, when they listen to music and they off drugs, they want to go out and actually cause harm to somebody. Okay, and this is because also that bass causes your brain to rattle as well because it's made up of so much fluid. It's fluid that's in your brain, and it allows the beat to put you in a state of hypnosis. Okay, it's deep. This is a real war that's taking place. They know what's going on, and the only ones that are lost is the people that's not getting up and getting the information that's necessary to understand what is taking place right in their very face. We should not be allowing our children to listen to certain things, okay? We should not be doing that because we understand what is going on. What did I do? I shared a video a while back of Busy Bone showing the connection of the music industry into the private prisons. They took everyone who would do conscious community off the list of music that was going to be pushed because they wanted them to push music that was going to ultimately feed the prison system so that they can make money. It's all about money.
To get down, I'm gonna have to save it and put it on my Yaki TV because we finna get into some stuff here. But he said that if you want to control a people, first thing you have to do is control their food. That's what he said. He said if you want to control the minds of a people, first thing you have to do is control their food. He said second thing.
Let's see who he was talking about. I think I kind of missed that.
Started something called from oh, carbon is melanin. They need high melanin content. Oh, damn, they need our children. Ooh wee. And you got to think about this stuff, man. This stuff is deep when you really, really think about it. This is what's going on, y'all. So we gotta come together, y'all. We gotta stop funding these places. These people hate us. These people believe in depopulation control. They believe in eugenics. They believe in all of that. Why are we constantly spending our money and why are we constantly funding these people, family? We gotta really start thinking about that. We have to come together and come up with a solution. And that's the reason why me and Mama McKay out in San Diego, California, came up with the seed program. We're pushing farmers. We visiting farmers. We even started something called from soil to table, which is a new series we finna have out after our Netflix series drop. We dropping this series on Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and all of that.
For those of y'all looking for the list of foods, get it from Chase Groves. Matter of fact, Chase, send me one through my Facebook inbox, guy. Chase Groves, he said, I got the list y'all need. It's about the foods using human feces. If I'm not mistaken, that's who sent it to me to begin with.
After food forensic investigation drop, and we getting into it. We traveling abroad, we traveling local, statewide, domestic, foreign, just showing y'all the different types of ways you can incorporate agriculture and permaculture into your families and literally become a self-sustaining family out here where you don't have to rely on somebody. Look, it was once said by the father of eugenics, Henry Kissinger. Look up Henry Kissinger. He is in control of DARPA, and he's in control of a lot of demonic dark things that was going around when they was creating biochemical weapon warfare in Fort Detrick military base in 1970 all the way up until now. Henry Kissinger, the father of eugenics. He's known for killing millions of people, y'all, through biochemical weaponized warfare. Yes, and most of these biochemical weaponized warfare was aimed towards you. I know we talking crazy, so I'm not gonna be able to keep this segment up once it get down. I'm gonna have to say,
if you in here, can you please hit that like button? It's 68 people in here. Please like it up
and put it on my Yaki TV because we finna get into some stuff here. But he said that if you want to control a people, first thing you have to do is control their food. That's what he said. He said, if you want to control the minds of a people, first thing you have to do is control their food. He said, second thing is you have to control their water resources. Hold on. So he said food, water resources. Guess what his third one is? He said you have to systematically control their education. So he said, go after their food, go after their water system, and go after their education, and you will own.
We just talked about how important education is. Education is overly important because education is what is used to indoctrinate generations. Okay? Don't think that your child is going to school to learn anything. They're going to school to be trained and to be molded on history, his story. Okay? Now they can educate your children through the television. Television plays a major role in the indoctrination system. Okay? Not only for your children, but for adults too. People who are still stuck in the matrix and thinking that certain things is going to make them be somebody when in all actuality, when it's all said and done, during your transition, none of this is going to help you. You're not going to be able to take it with you. You feel me? It makes you somebody in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, man, if you ain't powerful already over there, then you are nobody. Can't no material things make you somebody over there.
The minds of the people. Do you grow your own food? Half of us on here gonna say no. They got us. Do you have your own untapped water reservation reserves? No, you don't. Damn, they got us. Uh-oh, is you self-educating your children, or are you taking them to public school systems? Half of us gonna say no. Damn, that's 3 and we out. 3 strike, they got us. So these are things that we need to actually tear down and rebuild. These are things that we need to be focusing on. I teach y'all all the time that education is not talking about you learning and getting a diploma to help somebody else's children go to school. True education is meeting the needs of your people. What do our people need right now? What is the necessity that our people need right now? Not yesterday or not tomorrow, but right now. Right now, we need our own food because the food is killing us. The food is tearing up our lymphatic systems. The food is giving us high blood pressure. The food is giving us all types of stress-related diseases. So we need to control our food. Next thing is our water supply, our H3O2 and our H2O. We need to make sure that we tapping into wells on our land, finding land and actually putting our land into private side of to the private side of business, operating in the private side of business, making sure our land is backed by trust where they can't come just take our stuff from us. And we need to actually have our own water reserves, and we need to be planting and growing fruit trees where we can drink our water from our fruit. And yet but not least, we need to build our own institute.
Thank you, John Johnson, for hitting that like button, God.
And start teaching our children true history, true her story, true financial literacy, not the stuff that they teaching us in public school, because we can't take none of that stuff and use it to get us out of.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's so important that we get our own land, bro. That's the main thing. That's the end all be all right there. Okay, the end all be all with us being it would be us going to get our own land. Okay, that's the end all be all. If we want to change, first and foremost, we need to get our own land off the grid, okay? We need to form our own villages and step all the way outside of the system, okay? That's what they did. We're going to have to take their same strategies and use them in order to put ourselves back in a place where we should be at, okay? So we need to first get our own land, all right? Then we need to build schools on that land so that we can start re-educating our children on the right knowledge, okay? Meaning how to build their own houses, how to knit their own clothes, how to clean their own water, how to grow their own field, how to do food, how to do holistic healing, so on and so forth. These are the things that we need to be teaching our children, and these are the moves that we need to make in order to step outside of the matrix and to ensure that we live the life that we should be living. Because through the food, they are ultimately shortening our lifespans. They're giving us viruses that we don't even know the name. Every other year, it's a new virus that comes out with a new name on it. They don't sit odd with y'all. It's crazy.
The predicament we in today, so why are our children in these schools learning this nonsense? Just saying. These are 3 things that we can start immediately. Growing our own food, and you can do this stuff in your kitchen. You don't have to start off.
We most definitely need to start putting some money up, Royal Gillison. Royal Gillison say, can we start putting money up for this land? We most definitely need to start putting money up for this land. That's facts. I mean, amongst us, it's so many people, bro, that actually have what's necessary in order to build. We can take them out there, buy some land, bro, and they'll have us a town built in no time. In no time. It's a lot of intelligent beings that live amongst us. But the issue then would be, the issue then would be them coming in, because so many people will probably start migrating toward that life, trying to escape the system, right? That they would want to come and drop bombs on us, just like they did the Tuskegee. I think not the Tuskegee, but you know what I mean. Just like they did the Black Wall Street, they would want to do that.
Big, because some people start off big and then they determination and they motivation, actually start to sink within them because they don't see progress. So start off small. I challenge y'all to grow a potato this week. I challenge y'all to cut up some zucchini and some cucumbers and to grow it on your sink. I challenge you that. Get some key limes, get the seeds, and try to grow some limes. Even if it don't grow, I challenge you to try to grow something. Yaki TV, we're gonna have plenty of agricultural videos, plenty off the grid videos. There's gonna be plenty of things you can go into Yaki TV and you'll be able to watch. And in step A through Z, from soil to table episodes, gonna be amazing. But I challenge y'all to do stuff like that. I challenge y'all to start finding water that's owned by black people. I know one right now that's in Pontiac, Michigan, not too far from Flint, Michigan. He have over 180 million gallons that actually come from a glacier close to Antarctica. They travel the pathway all the way back to Pontiac, Michigan. He pumping hundreds of thousands of gallons out of that deal a day. This H2O. I know people right now in Florida that got farms. I know people right now that's in the coast in Jamaica and different types of tropical places that's growing fruit trees. So it ain't like that we don't have the means to make these things happen. We just are incomplacent and we're very, very lazy, and we need to get off our butts, because if we look, our children are dependent on us, family. If we don't
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's not so much as being lazy as well. They've embedded fear in us. They taught us how to be scared, to be afraid of not, living a certain way. Fear is I want to say it's the most important thing that they can hold over us to keep us complacent.
Doing something right now, we're gonna look up and it ain't gonna be no more of us. Straight up. This is just real talk, family. So I challenge you to grow something small. Grow something small and at least start the process. Take a picture of it, tag it to me on my YouTube. Take a picture of it, tag it to me on my Instagram. Take a picture of it, just the starting process. Take a picture of it, tag it to me on my Facebook. Let's start something, family. Let's gather ourselves together, because these are hard times that we coming in. Y'all see that the food shortages is coming. Y'all see that we are running out of water. You see that the Euphrates River water is drying up. Look, water is drying up everywhere, y'all. We looking and we seeing the signs of the time, and we still worried about kicking it in the club, wearing the best designers and all this other bull crap. When the dollar is falling, the dollar is failing, y'all. The electronic dollar is coming out. Like, we see what's going on. We see what's going on, but we're so distracted by the food. We so distracted by sex, because
that's the biggest thing I would say, man. I would say the biggest thing, bro, is that we want to wear the finest clothes, bro. We so connected to the material realm, bro. It's ridiculous, especially the 9 the beans, bro. We the most material group. You see billionaires that 60 the beans, man. They not wearing none of the stuff that we wearing. They ain't walking around with big chains that they don't even own yet on their neck, and they got the money to own it. They can go cash out on it. They don't have to rent the chain or lease the chain to wear it. They own the houses that they stay in. Yet and still, they're not walking around with the very clothes that they're selling you, that you being overpriced for. Okay? We move different. That's the problem.
the sex hormone is being put in the food. We so distracted and being dumbed down by the video games. We're so distracted and being addicted to radiation. They either shoving a phone in our face, or they shoving food down our mouths, or they shoving liquor or some type of drugs inside of our neurotransmitters. That is what's going on. Us as a people is under a demonic spell. Let's keep it real. Now it's time to break the cycle. It's time to break the chains. And we can do it if we just come together and open our eyes, detox and fast from all the things that we've been putting in the temple of God, because we make up the God body. We detox our body and we sit back and we say, hold on, something just ain't right here. Something ain't right, family. It's time to get it. But if y'all see that so far, type of some nines. I'm ready to get into some questions and answers. I don't drink water. H3O2 only. Me too, brother. I don't drink nothing but H3O2 only. Only fruit water. It's coconut water right here, but only fruit water. A lot of.
Hey, I love coconut water, y'all, but it's to the point where I feel like they targeting the coconut water. They are targeting the coconut water because so many people are starting to become awake to the fact that real water is observed through the fruit, okay? We don't even have to drink the water, because the water that we drinking in the stores is not actually causing us to become hydrated, but it's dehydrating us. If we want to become hydrated, we need to be drinking H3O. We need to be drinking coconut water, fruit juice water, grapefruits. Our fruit is what's going to keep us hydrated, because that's the real water. We've been indoctrinated to think too much, y'all. But I'm telling y'all something. It's time for us to get outside of this, bro. It's time for us to be aware of what is going on with the food. I've talked about it on several occasions, bro. Chase Gross has has the information that you need, man. Y'all hit the guy inbox, man, so you can get a list of those foods. Chase, make sure you inbox me a list of those foods, man, so we can most definitely start cutting these things out of our lives, man. Okay, it's lowering our frequency, bro. It's tearing down our system, all right? So, it's time for us to start waking up and start stepping outside of everything that we've been taught, with the understanding that everything that we've been taught is nothing more than a lie, okay? They've lied to us about every single thing, okay? They have. So it's up to us to get up and get the information that's necessary, or at least have the faith in the people that's actually taking the time to step up in front of you and dig for the information and give it to you, okay? For you can be able to go say, well, let me research what the guy just said. You feel me? Instead of just, listening to him, let me research it and see if there's any truth behind that. And if it is, then I'm most definitely going to take that information and make it useful in terms of having those positive influences on my life. All right? And so with that being said, man, y'all know what it is, man. If you have not yet followed this channel, please hit that bell, all right? Hit the bell and select all. That way you will be notified every moment that I go live on this channel, because we are going to be doing a lot of live lectures over here, okay? One being the science of creation, which is coming up soon, all right? And with that being said, man, I want you guys to always be aware, man, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashe.